in the league's 50th anniversary, your Wheat Kings are the champions.
Hello and welcome back to episode number 2 of We Are Brandon, and today I'm fortunate enough to be downtown with Robyn Sneath. We're sitting actually in Fraser Sneath Cafe right now. She has multiple properties downtown, and I'm just really excited to get to know her and share a little bit of that with you guys. Thank you for joining us today, Robyn.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
Perfect, absolutely. Now, again, just to recap, it's just like a fireside type of conversation where we want to get to know our guest with some general questions, and we'll get started.
Okay.
Perfect. So how long have you and your husband been here in Brandon for now?
So Jason and I moved here, I guess it was 4 years ago at Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So in the 4 years, what's your favorite part about being in Brandon so far?
Ooh, that is easy. It's the convenience. The lifestyle here is so amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that there is no traffic, no rush hour. Maybe someone trying to get over the 18th Street Bridge might disagree with me, but really, compared to coming from downtown Vancouver, or I lived in downtown Toronto, there's no commute here, right? So it's like you get these bonus hours in your day, every day, because in most cities, you're spending the best hours of your day in traffic, and here, we live downtown, so it's 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes at the most, and we're wherever we need to be.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great city that way. When you wake up in the morning, what drives you to be your best self every day?
That's a really good question. I don't know. I think that there's something just innate. I guess it was the way I was raised, that you always do your best at whatever you do. And there's that adage that says, to those who much has been given, much is expected. So I think I feel this real sense of duty, that I have had a lot of really good opportunities in my life, and I've had a lot of people come alongside me and mentor me and encourage me, and I feel really inspired to try and give back every day in whatever it is that I'm doing.
Perfect. Now, I got to know you a little bit with how involved you are being in downtown. What started that? What gave you the passion for downtown?
Well, again, I don't know exactly what it is, but I think, Jason and I have lived in many cities all over the world, and usually it's in a downtown core kind of area, or like a historic neighborhood. We lived in Boston for a couple of years, so we lived right at Harvard Square there in Cambridge. We lived downtown Vancouver, we lived in Oxford, England, and always in these historic neighborhoods, and I just love it. I love the feeling, I love the character, I love the warmth, I love the community feel. And so coming to Brandon for us was sort of a no-brainer, that we would just be down here. This was a dream for us to get this building. We didn't look anywhere else when thinking where we would put Jason's clinic. We knew it would be downtown. Yeah. And the house that we live in one of the old character houses down here, and it was the only house that I looked at, and Jason wasn't even with me, and I just walked in, and the huge old oak door and the high ceilings, and just that warmth and character, the trees, the neighborhood. To me, you don't get that in a new development. And I know it's not for everyone, when your pipes are freezing when it's minus 40 and all of those issues that come along with it. But I would never consider moving out of this area.
Corner. Absolutely. No, obviously you said we're in one of your developments here, and it's kind of a little bit of a staple of downtown now with the cafe and the skin clinic and everything. What other projects do you have on the go, if you'd like to share any of that with us? Yeah, for
sure. So we've been here 4 years, and in 4 years we've started 4 businesses. We have the cafe, Fraser Sneath Coffee. We've got skin clinics, and then we have Bowerbird, which is our development company that buys all the buildings. So we've got 9 buildings now. And then we have Sneath Projects that we started 2 years ago, which is the construction company that redevelops the buildings.
Oh, okay.
So most of our buildings are in Brandon, 7 in downtown Brandon, and then 1 in downtown Regina and 1 in downtown Winnipeg that we're doing similar things to.
Cool.
But the ones here, sort of the ones that people would know about that we've already done things to, Prairie Lofts is also on Rosser. That's 829 and 833 Rosser, where 10,000 Villages is.
Yeah.
We redeveloped the upper floors there into 8 kind of high-end loft apartments.
Oh, okay.
And that was so much fun. That was the first time that we had really done something totally on our own. So here we worked with designers from Winnipeg, and this was our first time doing anything like this, and so we learned a lot. And then with the next ones, we just kind of went for it on our own, which was very gratifying. And that's when we started Sneath Projects too, right? So we really took a lot of ownership and learned a lot with that. And then we have a commercial tenant on the main floor there. And then we bought another apartment block on Princess that we're just starting to do the same thing with, another 100-year-old character block. Needs a lot of love. They start out so rough, right?
Yeah.
With the Prairie Lofts one, when we bought it, no one had been in there for like well over half a century living upstairs other than pigeons and squatters. And so just imagine like, you know, clawfoot tubs with dead pigeons and like, I mean, you have to have so much vision.
But it's got to be such a good feeling to see what it's at before to where it ends up. Like such a moment of pride and everything.
Yeah, that's why like it's so incredibly gratifying to do this work because people are excited about it. We feel like there's so much meaning to what we're doing. You know, you see these beautiful old buildings with so much potential, and they won't last forever if they're not being maintained and loved, and you know, they need all of that. So our current big project is 29 10th Street, just right here around the corner, and it's 30,000 square foot warehouse redevelopment. So we're redeveloping that into a mix of commercial, retail, services, and I'm probably most excited about that one because of the scale of it. I mean, that's 30,000 square feet is a lot of space to fill. But the response has been really amazing. We already have 7 leases signed, and we are working on our 8th one right now. And so the building is like about 3/4 of the way filled, and you know, the first tenants aren't even in yet. So
that'll be exciting. I know a fair bit about that one, so it's pretty exciting of what it's going to do for downtown and that as well.
That's the thing that really inspires me about that one is just the momentum that we're able to build and able to attract other people to downtown now, right? I mean, we are just one small piece of this puzzle. There are so many people here, you know, who've been doing this for decades, like Zeke's, for instance, right? And so, you know, we come alongside them, and then they're kind of another generation of people who are kind of catching the enthusiasm.
Absolutely,
for it.
no, it's pretty cool to see. Now, what would you say has been your biggest career achievement to date?
That is a tough one. Well, I feel like I sort of live multiple lives, and so I think I would say different achievements for different areas. So, well, my day job, I guess, is that I'm an academic. So I'm finishing my PhD right now at Oxford.
Oh, okay.
And so that is what I'm supposed to be working on right now, very diligently, because I really have to finish it this spring. But so in terms of that, I did my master's at Harvard on a full scholarship, and that, I feel like that was a really pivotal moment for me. Here, you know, I'm a trucker's daughter, first person in my family to go to university. Jason's the first person in his family too, and for me, that moment of getting that letter in the mail to Harvard was like, that was pivotal for sure. It really opened up a whole new world to me, and then getting into Oxford to do my PhD was very exciting, another life dream, and then getting a Trudeau scholarship. That's in many ways kind of like Canada's Rhodes Scholarship.
Yeah.
So that was very exciting just to, to have that level of support.
Yeah.
So I would say like from the academic realm, probably those things.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I'm involved with a few different boards. Way too many. You're probably in a similar position.
Yeah, absolutely.
But when you're excited about things happening, you want to be a part of it, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
And so probably my, it was a big honor to be appointed to the BU Board of Governors.
Mm-hmm.
That was exciting and gratifying. But my baby is called Can You, and that is an organization in Winnipeg that I helped to start in 2010. And it's a program that brings kids from all over the city to the University of Manitoba for an intensive mentorship, leadership development experience for kids who could use that kind of extra leg up. And so we're now in our 8th year of programming, and we have over 1,400 participants, and partner with almost 50 schools and 50 different departments and faculties around the university, and still can't keep up with the demand. There's a huge waiting list, and just to be able to have a hand in changing kids' lives and helping them get to university. We've started a scholarship program with the Winnipeg Foundation. So now not only will we mentor the kids all the way through from grade 5 to 12 is our goal, but then every year they're eligible for a scholarship that the Winnipeg Foundation holds in trust, and then we can help get them there.
Cool.
So
and you said that was called Can You?
Can You.
Is there, I had no idea about it. Is there somewhere people can go to see more about that?
I mean, we have a website, canyoucanada.org.
Oh, okay.
So for me that, it's just amazing to be a part of that.
Yeah.
And there are 7 of us on the board, and we only have 2 full-time employees. And to run that scale of an organization on such a bare bones crew is pretty amazing, and it's because of all the volunteers.
Right? Oh, that's good. I'll put a link to that down below so people that aren't aware of it can go and take a look at it and support it a little bit more. Thanks. Absolutely.
And then, I guess I should say something professionally, though. I think it's what is happening downtown, right? To be a part of this resurgence and revitalization, to help to get to shape a city. What an incredible adventure, right? To be a part of that, and it's been really gratifying to see, to start to see some of that payback, right? This cafe has been on Travel Manitoba's hot list 3 times, I think, and but there are a few other things, right? Like the Expedia list, Brandon downtown ranking as one of the top 10 downtowns in Canada. Obviously, I can't claim much credit for it, but we have had some part of that. So
that's pretty cool. Now, obviously, you're a very busy lady in that. So when you do get a few minutes to relax and kind of turn the switches all off, and that, what do you kind of do? What do you like to do to recharge and relax?
Well, to be honest, I think because I love what I'm doing so much, I feel like there is no distinction in my life between this is work and this is pleasure.
Yeah.
And so, when we go away, it's just so amazing. We can just keep working. It just gives us some time to have a bit of downtime to think about what is our next dream? What will our next project be? Reading design magazines or things like that they are so energizing, but it's always part of this.
Yeah.
We play ultimate frisbee
okay.
Here in town, and we did a curling team for a couple of years. So trying to be part of the community in all different sorts of ways. Have 3 kids, 3 small kids, 1, 2, and 5. I don't know that anyone would call that relaxing.
No, it can be pretty crazy at times.
But fun and amazing.
Absolutely. Yeah. So speaking of kids, Jen and I have 3 kids as well, and we're always trying to give them life lessons in that. So on that kind of note, to wrap up, if you could tell the youth of today in Brandon one message or one kind of tip, what would that be?
Well, I feel like this is kind of the thing that I come back to as the guiding principle for my own life, and it's the thing that I probably would encourage other people to do. It was from a class that I took at Harvard called Personal Choice and Global Transformation, and one of the speakers just talked about this notion of doing good and doing well. And so it's this idea that, like, yeah, we all want to thrive and be successful and prosper, but that's, like, money is only just one small piece of that. And we only have one life to live, and why not see it for the adventure that it can be and try and do our best at whatever we're doing, and think of how what we're doing can make the community a better place. So do good and do well.
Perfect. Well, that kind of wraps up all the questions we have. So I really want to say thank you. It was great getting to know you a little bit better. I learned a lot, and it's pretty cool. So thank you very much.
Thanks for having me, of course.
Absolutely. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next month.